Hey guys, happy Monday. I am Anna Kate, your transformation trainer, helping you liberate your awesome. Tonight, we're going to talk about some key takeaways of things that have been happening with when you adopt a nutritional lifestyle. We're going to kind of go through some things of you may have thought that it was one thing, and we're going to kind of bust that myth. So let's get started. For those of you that don't know me, again, I am Anna Kate, your transformation trainer, helping you liberate your awesome. All right, let's get started. Let me know that you are here with me, and let me know also if you have any questions, if I need to go over anything. You can always mention Anna Kate, and I will be happy to answer any questions. And there's lots of info over in Sacred Space and in the master classes. So if you haven't found it, go look over there and you can always ask me. So number one, exercise. Have you ever said, I'm going to start exercising and I'm going to get fit and healthy and I'm going to do all of these things, and exercising is going to be the key and I can eat whatever I want because I'm exercising and I'm doing all this activity? Right? Have you ever thought that? So exercise can, in fact, make you healthier, but it doesn't just out of the gate guarantee that you're going to be stronger or you're going to be leaner, right? Yes. Thank you, Angela, for sharing. I am live here in our app. So there are some things that we have to look at and things that we have to track and things that we have to pay attention to get the body of our dreams. And it's not just changing one or two things. Y'all know this. It's one of many things that we have to kind of get into place. And one of the things that I'm going to teach you over time as you spend time with me is to just do one thing a week. What's the one thing that you can do? Maybe it's drink a little more water. Maybe, oh man, no comments. Bummer. Okay, if y'all have any questions, y'all tag me and I will absolutely answer them, and I will do that. So don't forget to ask any questions over on my personal page. So y'all know that we exercise and we do all these things and we try to eat healthy, but when stress and lack of sleep get in the way, or family obligations, or we're just so busy, one of the biggest things that I see with a lot of my clients is they think that they're eating too much, and then when we track what they're actually eating, they're not eating enough. So they don't have the fuel, right? They don't have the nutrients to build the muscles that burn the fat, right? So we run into that. So I want to make sure that you know what you're doing in your nutritional lifestyle portfolio, that everything that you're doing is actually working towards your long-term goals, and that even if we're making progress between 1/2 pound to 2 pounds a month, that progress is progress. And at that rate, it's absolutely sustainable, and you're moving in the lifelong direction of being healthy and living in the absolute best body that you can. So one of the ways that I hear is that I don't want to lift weights because I don't want to get bulky. Well, you'd have to lift a ton of weights for a really long time, and you'd have to have a lot of things in place for women to actually put on a significant amount of muscle to the place that you feel bulky. Now, some of you have body types that are a little more predisposed to that athletic body type. Even then, you have to lift so many weights, and you have to have such a concerted effort to look blocky. But did you know that the best way to build your strength is to build your muscle? What? Yeah. Have you ever gone to lift something up? Or for me, I know it's my hand strength. Because of the Lyme disease, I tend to struggle with my joints. But I can pick up heavier weights. and it's awesome when I can. I don't have to do it for very long, but I can progressively, with those smaller weights, still build my muscle and still build my hand strength. It's an absolutely fantastic thing. And I'm not big and bulky, and I work out for a living. So, granted, there are things when I want to dial in that I have to change. Like I have to change my macros and my calorie intake, and I actually have to up it if I want to put on more lean muscle and burn fat at the same time. There are all of these little things that go on. So I want to encourage you that as you're moving forward into this nutritional, healthy lifestyle, that whatever you choose to do, you make small incremental changes and you do them at a rate that you can learn it and you can try it and you can test it. Because you'll hear me say this once, you'll hear me say it 1,000 times. Fat loss and muscle gain happen in weeks and months, not hours and days. So if you've done a diet, you've tried something, and I've done it for a week and nothing's changed. Okay, so let's think about it. When was the last time that you did something that took a long time to do? Maybe it was making a baby. Maybe it was trying to get pregnant. Maybe it was like, I'm gonna get laid and we're gonna do it because we're married and we can do all these things, and I'm gonna be pregnant tomorrow, and then by the end of the week, we're gonna have a baby. It's not how it works, right? It takes months to make a human being. So give yourself some grace, and it's gonna take months to move you in a positive direction to create a completely new lifestyle. Maybe it's building a house, right? You get the plans, you do you're thinking about it, and it would be really nice that after you walk away from the architect and have those plans, that you could walk into that house tomorrow. No, there's a foundation that needs to be laid, and you probably have to cut down some trees and do some digging and grading and all of that before you can even lay the foundation. And then you have to do all of the interior work, right? Think about it. There is so much going on in your walls that you can't even see that make the lights come on in your house and the water come out of your faucet. And it keeps you cool in the summer and warm in the winter. So there's all of these things happening behind the scenes that you can't even see, but they all make your life so much better. And that is what tends to happen in our bodies. There's so much going on behind the scenes that we don't necessarily see it on the scale or in how we look in the mirror, because we look at ourselves every day. Have you ever walked into somebody and said, whoa, you look amazing. You look totally different. Whatever you're doing is working for you. But I promise you that when they look in the mirror, they don't see it like you see it, right? Even after a couple of weeks, your face can change, all of that. So be patient. Be patient. It takes time to make things happen and for your body to adjust and to change. So if you've done it for a week or 30 days, give yourself some more time. We are coming up on day 23. This next Monday will be day 30 of our 10,000 squat challenge. And we're only almost a third of the way through, right? And it takes the first couple, they hurt a little bit. A little sore, knees kind of hurt, But now they're a breeze and you can totally get through them. One rep at a time. But how that booty is built and lifted is consistently doing those squats for days and weeks and months. That's why we're doing 100 days and not a 30-day challenge or a 7-day challenge or a 3-day challenge. I've got some of those coming your way on nutrition just so you can try things out. But really give yourself time and give yourself the grace to see what your body can do if you give it everything that it needs. And what would that be like? Right? So my last thing that I want to talk about is you have to know what you're doing and be tracking your macros or be tracking your calories or how you're eating. And I know that a lot of you are like, I really don't want to do that. I don't have time. Like it seems really cumbersome. And then you're calling me and saying that you're frustrated because nothing's changing and you're not losing the weight and you're not feeling better, but we don't know what you're eating. We don't know what you're doing, right? We do the same thing in our entrepreneurial life, is that we have a calendar, right? And we write down the things that we're doing, because if we don't know what we're doing, we forget things, right? If I don't have it in my calendar, I probably will miss it because my brain doesn't have enough space to remember all the things that I should do. So I write it down. I make sure, I make sure that I write things down at the top of my list when I have priorities. So I have things that are kind of all over the place. Like I've got notes written in, and I've got everything all at once. I have alarms on my phone to make sure that I don't forget. Sorry, we went on a side track. So yes, we have to know what we're doing so we know what changes to make, because, and this is so, so important, that no matter what you choose to do, eventually you're gonna have to change it up. And it may not be a big change, it may not be anything drastic, but it may be, hey, I need a little more of this or a little less this. I may need some more sleep. I may need some more self-care this week because I've really kind of put things into place. And I told y'all last week that we would, if you work with me, we're gonna work out a plan, and we're gonna work out a time where we put in a break, a mental break and a physical break and a nutritional break, where it's gonna happen around holidays, like 4th of July week, when you're gonna go on vacation, when it's the holidays, it's Christmas and Thanksgiving, so that you can have all the things. There's no stress, and I promise your body's gonna thank you for it and probably have one of the biggest changes in that cycle. It's gonna be absolutely incredible because there's so many variables and so many things that happen along the way that it's not all just our energy in and our energy out. There are so many things at play. So I hope that this was helpful and it got you to think of a couple of things. So if you're not tracking and you're not moving forward on that, go ahead, reach out to me, and I will help you get started on that. And it's just a little thing to know, to notice your patterns, know how you're feeling. You know, there's days that you may not want to eat and other days where you're eating everything in sight. So we got to know those patterns so we can kind of hedge our bets and make it the best and make it work for us instead of against us. So I hope that you got all of that. So I want to make sure that one more little tidbit is about cardio. Any cardio bunnies out there? So cardio is great for your heart health, for your vascular health, and it's great for your endurance, but doing cardio alone is not going to get you lean and having the amazing body that you want, that body that you dream of having the tight core. You don't have a six-pack? No problem. But you've got that tight core, you're holding your shoulders high, you've got those nice shoulders, you are totally rocking short sleeves, skirts, shorts, whatever that you want to rock that you really don't feel comfortable rocking, you're not going to get that with just cardio alone. So take away, think about it, meditate on it. What's one thing that you can change this week to liberate your awesome? All right, guys, I will see you next week. Let me know if you have any questions. We will totally dive into those. I'm going to be more and more in depth as we get through the summer and get back into the fall when everybody gets back on a schedule. So there are so many amazing things. If you have any questions, go ahead and mention me at Anna Kate, and I will be happy to answer all of your questions, lovelies. All right, go drink some water, pet a dog, and go out and liberate your awesome. Bye, guys.